Up, everyone? It's your girl, Beauty 7 here, aka Grace, and it's time for this new makeup releases. I finally told y'all I would film a month ago. We finally got to it today. Stop judging me. Anyway, so this is my Instagram. If you all know, it actually currently got hacked, but I filmed this before it got happened, so you can go ahead and check out some looks I did and subscribe if you like to. I think it's like 3 or 4 pictures that aren't even seen in here just because, it took me forever to film this because I hate doing voiceovers. But there's Adriangameover graduating for 8th grade. Mommy so proud. And I usually upload the I used to upload the shorts that you all saw from the palette was it the palette comparisons. Before I would upload them to YouTube, I would load them Instagram first. That was like exclusive type content. Then there's my PO box if you want to send me something. But let's get into it. So we're gonna get into my folder and look into all the stuff that I had saved on Instagram for us to talk about. So, of course, y'all know my eyes were drawn to these Viseart palettes. I love the Lotus one, the Flower Lotus, and the, what is it, Skewed? I forgot how you say it. But I definitely am interested in getting both of those. You can comment down below and tell me if you're interested in seeing the video still. I know they've been out for a little bit, but I was definitely interested in to see if the Water Lotus one was better than the Colourpop one. They've got this cute little pink one too, which I feel like is similar to a Colourpop one I've seen as well. So I kind of want to compare them to the Colourpop ones and see which one does better. I think I've done that in the past and you all were interested in the video. So comment down below and tell me if not. Even if you're not, I'm getting this Water Lotus one. Y'all know I'm getting it. Look at it. Does it not scream me? I feel like it's a miniature version of the High Tide palette from Colourpop, or like I said, that 4-pan Colourpop quad. These are $25 a piece. I wish they were still at Sephora, but they are not. So I'm going to have to buy them off their website, or I'm going to have to buy them from, what is it, Beauty Bay. But I'm definitely interested in picking them up. So you can comment down below and tell me if you want a video or not. If not, I'll just wait till they have like a 4th of July sale or something. Then I'll pick them up then and go on with my day. But I'm definitely interested in it. I love the way the, what is it, the shifting shade that starts with a P, Pagenta, is that how you say it? Pagdonia, that one, it definitely is giving the color that I need. And then there's the neutral one that we know I don't care much about. So I put it in here just for the people who will be interested in seeing it. I think I showed the swatches of it as well. It's a more neutral palette for someone who could have it as a go-to in their drawer at work to get a cute little simple work appropriate look out of it. But y'all know I ain't picking this up. She's not giving anything that I want. At best, I'd use it as like shades to put in other Viseart palettes, because y'all know those pop out as well or have magnetic. So next, we're gonna move on to the next thing. This Danessa Myricks, honey. Y'all know I bought it. It's supposed to be at my door Thursday. Thank you, Miss Danessa. It's giving what I need. I thought it was interesting though that it had different tones to it than the balm, but I think she tried to group them together to make it like 3 or 4 shades could get away with wearing it because of the type of product it is. So I'm not knowing how I'm necessarily feeling about that. I am a little bit more into the skin tints though, because if you all have noticed, like a lot of my dark spots have pretty much disappeared. And I can conceal those spots now and just put like these lighter coverage products on. So that's why I went ahead and picked this one up. It has peptides in it, if I remember correctly, and something else. I can't read what it says because this is a a screen recording, so I can't see the exact details of it, but you can read what's there. So there you go. Oh, I'm scrolling down, so maybe I will be able to read it. Yeah, it has ceramides and peptides. I remember it had peptides in it, but ceramides as well. I'm definitely interested in it, and can't wait to try it out when it gets here. Next, I got the Laneige lip balm. I know this has been out for a while. I just took random stuff that I was interested in, no matter how old it was, because I know some people don't have Instagram. I know some of you all that follow me have told you haven't when I give giveaways, and I told you to follow me on Instagram. You told me you didn't have it. So I figured I would show for the people who haven't had a YouTuber that put this on. But this is the, what shade is this? Pink, I think it's Pink Lemonade. Again, since it's on the top of the screen, I can't read exactly what it says. But I'm not necessarily interested in this product. I'm just more interested in the Laneige, not the Laneige, the Glow Recipe lip balm that came out recently. So I have that one in my cart right now to buy. Now let's go on to the next item. The Nemo collection. I'm going to just wait till Colourpop comes out with the Finding Nemo collection, because y'all know I don't rock with Makeup Revolution. And plus, they always come out with too much stuff, and I feel like it doesn't necessarily match the theme of what's going on. Like, this collection right here is just really random and weird to me. Like, They got 2 giant eyeshadow palettes, and then they got like a lip balm, and then they got lip gloss, and then they got these weird liquid blushes. Like, the big palette looks ugly. The small palette, I'll give it to them. The small palette's color story looks nice, but then they got these sponges and these lip glosses and brush set, and they just got a whole bunch of stuff going on. And then these random bronzer sets that to me don't look like they make much sense. The makeup bag looks okay. I'm just like, I'm not really here for it. Like, I don't need it. I don't want it. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a third palette because it's like 2 wasn't enough. They needed 3. And the liquid blush colors look okay. But again, I don't know how their liquid blush formula is. I haven't bought anything from them in quite a while. Just because I'm like, they're doing too much. And I just can't be bothered. But it's available now as we read. And those are all the prices down at the bottom. If you can see what it says that they're going for. So if you were interested in it, you can go ahead and check it out. I don't know if this collection came to Ulta or not yet, so I can't speak on that, but let's move on to the next item. These are a few new things that came to Ulta when Sephora when this came out. Y'all know the pink powder from Patrick Star. It has sold out and come back. I don't know if it sold out again or not. I know the one I was looking at, the one for what do you call it, the honey type shade that reminds me of Laura Mercier's translucent honey. That one has sold out, if I remember correctly, because I had it in my cart and then I went back and it was sold out. So I didn't get my hands on it yet. I know Auntie Tina the Fancy Face has it. So if you were looking for a review on that powder, you can definitely check out Tina's last Get Ready With Me. I think she was talking about how her braider was a hot mess or something to that effect. And the girl's really rude. Next, let's get into these Natasha Denona lip liners. I was interested in getting a different shade of this, but I haven't used up all of Lala, so I didn't feel the need to rush. It just seems like a more expensive version of Colourpop that doesn't break as easily because it's creamy formula like theirs. It's a little bit more creamy than theirs, but it definitely gives me Colourpop formula vibes. It's a nice formula. It's like obviously an upgraded version of the Colourpop formula, but you know, these are the new shades she came out with. I've never tried these Dior lip glows. I know my girl Daph's makeup on Instagram and YouTube, she uses them. It looks like a nice color. It's just like, I'm not crazy about their formula when it comes to lips. Now, I'm all about the blushes, honey. We're all about the blushes. I included the blushes in this video. They should be coming up shortly, even though y'all already saw me try them on a while ago. But I was excited. And in these videos, I try to put stuff I'm actually excited about. So they're going to be in here regardless of them already being out. I was excited about this Charlotte's Magic Hydration Mix. I'm hoping it doesn't have some of the ingredients that the Magic Cream has in it, because the Magic Cream gives me cystic acne. It breaks out my skin so bad when I use it. But I'm definitely interested in trying out this product. I low-key want to spray it on my face in the store at Sephora and then see if my face breaks out or not, because if it does, then obviously I don't need to own this product. But I am intrigued and interested by it and definitely want it. It just says coming soon. It doesn't say when it's coming. I'm thirsty for it to come already so I can get it, because I'm here for it. I love the Magic Serum. I love the Magic Eye Cream. I just can't do the Magic, like, actual cream on my face, because it just, it breaks me out and it's really disrespectful. But I'm excited about this product, and I'm definitely going to get my hands on it when I find out when it comes to Sephora. I know the lip blurs come to Sephora on the 22nd, and yes, y'all know they will be in my cart as well, because I'm thirsty like that. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next product, girl. So the next thing I have to talk about is the new blushes from, what is it, Selena Gomez. She came out with some new shades, and then she sent all the old shades. So I just put in the reel that Trend Mood had up on her page to show all the shades, and then I think she tells you which ones are new and which ones are old. I only own like miniature versions of this. I own, I think, one full size one, and one I bought a full size set she had, because I do like the formula of these. It's just more of, it's kind of sheer and you have to build it up, and I have other ones that I like a little bit better, so I wasn't crazy about it, but you know, I do like it enough to have them and keep them in my collection. My Dior blushes are here, honey. Y'all know I got every single colorless blush. I have the old ones that people felt like didn't necessarily work for people my skin tone, and then I had the newer ones. I had to have them all, so y'all know I was gonna have them, and I already did a review, so we don't need to talk about it. You've seen my thoughts. Next, I have this Summer Fridays. I think these are supposed to be lip and cheek balms. I don't really own too much from Summer Friday. I own that Jet Set mask. I like to use that in the winter time. So it's extra hydration for my face. But I'm not necessarily crazy about this. The colors did look nice, though, from what I saw of them swatched. I think I showed swatches in this video, but they didn't look bad. It was just more of, I don't know how the formula is. And since everybody's coming out with a cream blush, it's hard for me to be excited about these. And I think these were additions, if I remember correctly, because they already had some. And these were like the 4 new additions they added. As you can see, all the colors look nice on everybody my skin tone. My whole thing is, how much did you have to pile on for that to look like that? And then I still have to buy a powder one to put on top of it. So it's like, To me, sometimes it's not worth it unless it's going to be super pigmented. Like the Juvia's placement, if it's going to be super pigmented like that, then it would definitely be worth it. And a little would go a long way and I could last forever. But otherwise, it's not going to be worth it for me. Next, we got these Kylie Cosmetics lip balms, girl. Like, or lip tints or whatever they are. I'm not really interested in care about stuff like this. But I'm not really into lip tints. That's just not a thing I'm about. So I'm cool off it. I figured I'd show up just in case anybody else was actually interested in it. I feel like a lot of people don't care about it anymore. I feel like the only people care about it are like the bigger influencers who still push it. I don't feel like I see anybody that's on my level or even like mid-range pushing this. Like they're just Anyway, on to this Tom Ford blush. Now, the design on this is nice and the packaging is nice, but I mean, realistically, that color isn't gonna work for me. But I know everybody that watches me doesn't look like me, so I tried to keep that in mind when putting this up here. It might be nice and pigmented. I don't know. I feel like his stuff is usually lightly pigmented, although the highlighters are really nice. So I haven't tried a blush, so I can't speak on the blush, but I thought it was a nice color for someone of a lighter skin tone, so I figured I'd include it just in case you're into Tom Ford blushes. I'm into Tom Ford highlighters and complexion products. I'm still waiting on him to come out with bronzer that's dark enough that's not in cream form, but you know, not gonna hold my breath. But this looks like a nice product, and if you're interested in Tom Ford, I definitely think you'd be interested in it. So there's that. But on to the next product shortly, I'm sure. I am curious though. If he gets some darker shades, I am curious. The e.l.f. Putty Primer, honey, yes. So this got leaked by accident. And I love how they tell the difference between the poreless one and then the liquid one. But my whole thing is like, we both know they Tatcha dupes. So since Tatcha came out with liquid, we know you's going to come out with liquid. Which I'm fine with. You know, like everybody can't afford to give Tatcha $50 for it. So I get it. I definitely already ordered the liquid one. It's supposed to show up at my doorstep, I think, Wednesday. And today is Tuesday morning, so hopefully it'll be there when I get home tomorrow. And then they tell you the difference between the Power Grip and the Putty Primer, which I feel like is kind of obvious. Like this one's a more gripping one and the other one's supposed to smooth out my pores, which is why it says poreless in it. So I didn't feel like they necessarily need to explain that, but they could have came across some people that are new to the makeup scene and that's why they put both of them in there. I don't know, but they're really known for like duping the Tatcha one. I personally don't like their putty one, so I'm hoping I'll like this liquid one, but we shall see, girl, because I don't know yet. I actually went to the Tom Ford one. Well, no, I went there to check anything else on Trendmood's page to see if there was anything else interesting. So there's these Refly blushes. I think these were the ones that had the new shades coming, not the Summer Friday. Don't quote me though. But I filmed this so long ago, girl. But I like the colors of them okay. It's just, again, this isn't the type of product that I use as a general rule, so it's not necessarily a need in my collection. But again, they do have nice colors. And they did, all the colors did look nice on the lips. It's just, I'm not into like blurring lip balm type things. It needs to be like a, you know, liquid lipstick that blurs. Or like a lip gloss or something. I just don't use stuff like this that often. But again, I'm excited about the Charlotte Tilbury ones though, because I feel like since they're liquid lipsticks, they'll like last longer and do a little better. To me, this kind of seems like a waxy, balmy texture that I'm not necessarily going to like. But again, it has nice colors to it, and I'm not trying to diss it. It's just that's not my cup of tea. Here's what I was talking about. The Charlotte Tilbury Blur Bombs. They come to Sephora on the 22nd. I don't know if that's like an early access date or if it's just they're coming out on 22nd for everybody. But I looked up the shade Nude Blur and Honey Blur, and those are the two I'm going to get. Of course, like one is a peachy nude and the other one's just a traditional nude. Excuse me. Then if I like the formula, then I'm going to go ahead and get some other shades when they have a sale or a 20% off coupon floating around somewhere. Or if I get one of those $100 gift cards. So the shade 1 and 2 are the ones I said I was going to get on the darker model. I feel like those are the ones that look best on my skin tone. With a gorgeous like honey tone gloss on top of it. I feel like it'd be perfect. Or with Desi and Katie's, what was the name of that sparkly gloss they had? I feel like it looked great on it. But see, there's the color on the model right there. The honey shade. I feel like that'll look perfect on me. Honey, it's definitely giving. And I'm definitely excited about this. I downloaded the app and I could have got them early access on the app, but I was like, I just didn't want to wait for them to come on her website. So I was like, I'm going to just go ahead and not do that because I didn't want to pay for shipping and all that. And I knew the shipping would be free on Sephora. And I'm not too big on testing lip products out. So that was another reason I didn't worry about it too much. Let's see what else Trendmood got going on. Trendmood girl, what you got? So y'all know I bought this blush, right? I waited for like 2 or 3 days to see if it was going to come in store so I could pick it up and try it the day of. But it never came in store. It still hasn't come in store to my Sephora. So I went ahead and ordered it offline Friday. So it's coming with the Danessa Myricks Peptide and Serum Blurring Tint, or the skin tint product I bought. It's coming with that. I'm like, yes, give it to me. So here are the swatches of it. It's the new one at the bottom. I'm loving the color of it. It's definitely giving. It's definitely giving. I feel like it would look gorgeous with the shade Berry from Dior when you combine them together, especially in the fall, because it'll give a little bit of brightness, but you'll still get that deep berry tone that it gives. So I can't wait to mix those two blushes together. But I feel like it'll be fun in the summertime on its own, just that shade with a purple eye. Honey. Yes, or I'll mix it with Dragon Fruit Days and see how they look combined together. I'm just excited about this blush color because I feel like shades like this are gorgeous on people of my skin tone. So I'm really excited to have it. I mean, look at it, the two dark models on the top. Stunning. They're giving, it's giving, everyone's giving, and I need it. Like right now. How dare she not have it in store but I can immediately go pick it up on the day it launches like she normally does. This is extremely rude, Miss Gaga. I don't appreciate it. So here's some better pictures of the Danessa Myricks shade range that I wanted to show you all, because I found it later on Trend Mood's page. But this is what it looks like. I think I used Hot Fire Makeup, Trend Mood, and Makeup News, I believe. Don't quote me. But these are the shades. The first shade, I think 13 is my... It's 13 or 12 is my shade. I told y'all I was thinking about getting 13. But then I showed y'all 12 and I went ahead and ordered 12. So that's the one I ended up getting. But I'm like, I feel like because it's supposed to stretch a wide range, worst comes to worst, I can put on a powder that oxidizes my face and it works better. Now we're getting into, I believe these are the tans, and then it's the light. Yeah, and then we got into the fair. So I think she did a pretty decent job if it covers the range like it's supposed to as far as shades go. And there's a shade difference between the foundation, or the balm, if you will, versus the tint that she's selling now. So I wanted to give a good idea of what it was going to look like and the differences and all that for people who are interested in buying it in this new makeup releases. So I tried to give as much detail as I could, and then here are all the swatches on all the different skin tones. And this is how I decided I needed shade 11 and not 12, because 11 just looks like it'll work a tad bit better, and 12 looks like it's a little bit too deep. And like I said, I can deepen this up with powder, so I felt like that would suffice. So I went with shade 11 and not 12. But I'm interested to see how the formula is going to last, because it has that sebum effect to it that the blurring balm is supposed to have. Because if it does, I feel like that'd be great. I don't think I had too much else to show. Did I? Oh, yeah, I showed y'all the Wet n Wild collection from what they had with Alice in Wonderland. Y'all know I love Alice in Wonderland, so I was, like, mad I didn't see any good pictures of the palettes. The lipsticks look okay. I like the fact they use some colorful eyeliners. I don't like the fact it's a lip and cheek product, though. I wish it was just a lip product. That mirror is gorgeous. I don't use handheld mirrors, but I think it would just be cool just to have. This is supposed to be a blush palette, apparently, which I think is interesting. And then those are the lip and cheek products I was talking about. Like I said, I wish they weren't lip and cheek products. I wish they just made them like lip products or cheek products, because I don't like multi-use products like that. And I think this is... Oh, yes, I'm just going back over everything now to show you all, but I was mad I didn't find a close-up of the eyeshadow palette in this picture. I think I found one later on, but I don't think I included it in this video. Don't quote me, though, girl. Like I said, I filmed this so long ago, child. I don't even know. What else are we going to talk about next? Let's see, because I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I showed you the e.l.f. Putty Primer, liquid poreless putty primer close up. This is how it got leaked in stores. Somebody had put out their display before they were supposed to at a Walmart store. So a girl took pictures, and y'all know Trend Mood got her hands on it because Trend Mood be on it. But I think this came from Hot Fire Makeup or Makeup World News, or one of those channels. I try to link everybody down below where I get my pictures from. That's going to be a struggle bus and a half. That's why I keep saying names in the video, because, like, I know me. It's just going to be a minute, y'all. It's going to be a whole hot minute. But, yeah, so this is my Instagram, and we have come to the end. But let's get into this. Y'all already saw the video on this, too. I told y'all, like, I filmed this so long ago, all these random clips. So I have my, what do you call it? My mystery boxes from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is all of them. There's the big one that I showed you all, but you all have since seen the video on why you don't need either one of these, so it's not necessarily a mystery anymore. But again, y'all, like, I filmed this, footage like at least 2 weeks ago, so They were new then. Don't judge me too hard, girl. I am personally not picking up either one just because if you saw my video on them, you saw they're similar to other things that Unearthly has already come out with. So I was like, I just can't. With the formula issue and all that, I'll try to remember to link my video above about why I said I wasn't necessarily shopping from the brand anymore. But I still wanted to let you all know that it was there. And you can use code Cage Makeup if you're interested in purchasing from this brand. Because, you know, there's that. Next, I found these... What are these? These bronzer sticks, these man-eater bronzer sticks. I don't know if this is just a QV exclusive thing. I feel like it's a QVC exclusive thing. I found some matching blushes later on that they had. It's like, I love how they can come out with all these bronzers, but they can't include the brown people in the trips. And then, yeah, let's not get into that. But, yeah, I was definitely side-eyeing, like, so we can come up with all these deep shades, but we still can't treat the people that wear the dark shades the way we treat the people that wear the lighter shades. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, those are all the shades and the shade range that goes along with these bronzers. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can only buy them at QVC. I haven't seen them on anybody's page. So I don't think you can buy them anywhere else besides QVC. And I'm pretty much done with that. So if you want a girl, go ahead and get it. But I'm not buying it. It just reminds me like the Rare Beauty ones. And, you know, she's always been inclusive from the beginning. So I'd rather just have that one. Plus, I'm sure it's going to cost less because her brand is more affordable. On to the next thing, honey. So we got these Juvia's Place liquid highlighters. I know my girl Karen Harris already gave y'all a video on these. I didn't plan on buying these just because I prefer it in a squeezy tube where I can press a pump on it and mix it into my foundation if I need to. So I prefer like the Kosas one, if you will, not necessarily this one. I know she did a video, so if you're interested in seeing it, you can watch Karen's video. I think it was when she did the Culture 2 palette review. She used this highlighter. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure she did. So you can go over there and use that. And if you need to buy anything from Juvia's Place, make sure you use code FUMI. That's the code from Fumi Design. Here on YouTube, she has a code with them, and I definitely encourage you to use it. Now, I'm excited about these Moira pencils because they remind me of the ones from Kaleidos, and since they're an American brand, it wouldn't take as long for them to get to me, and they have some similar colors. So I'm thinking about grabbing all the similar colors they have to the ones that I got from Kaleidos and seeing how they work out as far as longevity goes, because that's the only thing. I don't know how the longevity of these is going to be versus the ones from Kaleidos, but they are closer and isn't going to take as long, and since they're more affordable, I figure it'd be easier on my wallet, so I'm definitely looking into these to get my hands on them and try them out. So I will give you the tea or put them in a video so you can see when I get them. I haven't ordered them yet, though, so give me a minute. I don't think there's too much else I was supposed to look into. Don't quote me, though. I'm just scrolling down trying to make sure I didn't miss out on anything, girl, because I thought I had some more stuff, and I was just like, apparently I don't have any more stuff in this part. But here it is. So, y'all, this is one of my most popular Why You Don't Need videos right now. This is on the Manny MUA and Laura Lee Los Angeles collection, or I think it's called Full Fantasy, because they have a podcast, I think it's called Full Coverage. So they have this blush palette that looks really similar to my boy Neon MUA and Midas Cosmetics Dawn Till Dusk palette. So you don't need that if you have that palette already. And then if you have the Glaminatrix, what is it, Nearly Natural palette, then you don't need this eyeshadow palette because they look really similar. And the lipsticks, he already has lipsticks in his collection, and I already bought one, so I was like, I don't necessarily feel the need to get that. But this palette looked damn near spot on to the Glaminatrix one. So if you're interested in that palette, I'd say get your hands on the Glaminatrix one. But the only thing is, she said this is the last restock, so that's it. It's a wrap. And the lipsticks, I feel like they're nice, but it's like they're similar to colors I already have, so I don't need them. Next, we have these Huda Beauty correctors. I was kind of interested in these, but I was like, I already have a few correctors. I just purchased, y'all know, the Nars one, and I'm like, I don't necessarily need this one because I have the, what is it, the Rare Beauty one that I really like. So I'm like, I don't necessarily need this one. I am interested in it, and I did buy the e.l.f. ones as well. When I bought the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, I went ahead and bought this as well, so I was like, there's no need. I got it. It's in the cart. It's coming Thursday with the other thing. And I got one of their lip balms to try out as well. So, next we have this Cosmic Crush collection from Too Faced. I am interested in the highlighter. I'm not even going to front, but y'all know we don't need this palette, right? Y'all putting a pop of blue and a pop of purple in this palette is not about to make me buy it. Like, it's just not. I'm about to give y'all a do you really need on this, because I feel like it's giving very much Kevin Aqua, what is it? Nude pop. So you don't need it. I am interested in the highlighter though. I'm not even gonna front. I might pick up a highlighter when this collection drops, just because I don't remember trying a Too Faced highlighter other than that ice cream palette that they had with the 3 really shimmery shades that I wasn't necessarily crazy about. I thought it was okay, and I thought it was a time and a place. I felt like they were more like body highlighters and face highlighters though, because they had so much chunky glitter. And then they have this lip maximizer, which I feel like people say they don't normally like, so I don't see why they thought the sparkly one would make a difference. But, you know, whatever. They're trying to add fun to the collection. I don't know. But the palette is intriguing. I'm just not buying it. Next, we have this one. I'm super excited. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I know it looks like the Vitality palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. And their So Strange palette from the holiday collection. I don't care. I'm buying this palette. Okay? And I'm using code Cage Makeup to buy it because Karen has a code with the brand Cosmic Brushes. This is their new palette that's dropping. And I need it. Do you hear me? I need it. And so do you. The last palette I have to talk about is from He Who Should Not Be Mentioned, aka Give Me Glow. This is their Juicy Blueberry palette, I believe it's called. I don't feel like you need this. I'm doing a video on why you don't need this. I mean, the only difference between this and the palette I'm going to give you the video on, there's a pop of yellow, and it's more on the blurplish side of blueberries than it is on the traditional blue side of blueberries. So that's the only unique thing about this, in my personal opinion. So I don't feel like you need it. And I'm going to give you the video and tell you why I feel like you don't need it. Plus, the other palette that I picked, I feel like has better ratio to it. Last, like I told y'all, I found some blushes from them as well. This is on QVC, which is what made me think that the bronzer sticks were on QVC as well. I think they have a contract with QVC where they sell a lot of makeup because like more of their demographic, I'm assuming, shops there. Or they tapped into a new demographic to sell to on QVC. So you get this blush, one of these blush sticks, and this brush for a deal. So if you're interested, Trend Move says the link is in her bio, and you can go ahead and check that out. But that's all I had to talk about with y'all. So again, you can go check out my Instagram and, you know, follow me there if you're interested. And hopefully I will have cleared up all that's going on down there by the time, you know, this video goes up, which I'm doubting because I'm trying to put this up in the morning. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are dimes. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.